name is Kelly Thomas. For the past 13 or so years, I've had the honor to be part of the greater Cincinnati music community, and my city has been good to me. There's a place where the Ohio River reaches up and bends north, right about where Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana briefly come together. Nestled in this bend is my hometown. We're both big city and down home. It's an interesting backdrop that gives songwriters plenty to talk about. Over the course of the next year, I am going on an adventure. I'm setting out to record 12 songs with 12 of my favorite local bands. Some will be covers that have influenced me, and a few will be collaborations with some of my favorite local songwriters. I'm inviting you to join me on this journey by way of these videos. I want to be good to my city by showing you some of the reasons music is so good here, right now. I've called the sessions Sacred Harp. In folk music, Sacred Harp references the human voice. And I do feel that music has continuously blessed my life, and there is something truly spiritual in that. To understand where you are, I think it's true you gotta know where you're coming from. I wanted the first cut of the project to pay respect to our rich history. There are two special recording studios that must be part of any conversation about Cincinnati's place in music. One is King Records, founded in 1943 by Sid Nathan. Initially, King was just a record label, and most King recordings from 1945 to 1948 were engineered at Herzog Studios downtown. After Nathan built the King Studio in Evanston, some King recordings continued to be tracked at Herzog. Icons such as James Brown and Ralph Stanley put out records on the King label. In 1968, after the passing of Nathan, Brown oversaw operations at the King location until it closed in 1971. The second, Herzog Studios, was owned and operated by Earl Bucky Herzog, a radio engineer of WLW Radio. The studio operated between 1945 and 1955. Herzog recorded songs for King, including Cincinnati's first R&B, some of the first rockabilly, and Hank Williams recorded 8 songs at Herzog, including I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry and Lovesick Blues. It is the last standing building where Hank recorded professionally. All of the Nashville buildings he worked at have since been torn down. Classic bluegrass like Flatt and Scruggs' Foggy Mountain Breakdown was also recorded at Herzog. Herzog served as a model for Nashville Row, while also recording gospel, jazz, and classical music. In late 2007, a nonprofit was formed, the Cincinnati, USA Music Heritage Foundation. Their initial goal was to erect a historical marker at 1540 Brewster Avenue, the King Records space. The following year, with support from the local music community, the foundation erected a historic marker at 811 Race Street to honor Herzog Studios and Hank Williams recordings there. This led to obtaining the space that once held Herzog Recording Studios. Hank Williams is one of, if not the, most iconic country music heroes. Hank depicted the two sides in all of us, light and shadow, in a very transparent way. He was a rebellious, unsettled, rambling man with a tender heart that is extremely accessible in his songs. On a hot July night, I, along with Arlo McKinley, a relatively new band on the scene led by local music veteran Tim Carr, and my bandmate, Miss Sylvia Mitchell, paid our respects to Hank by recording his song, Lost Highway. We tracked live in the old Herzog space, engineered by Elton, Clifton, and Brian Jester. It was all caught on video by Luscht of Mindigntion. Take 4 was the keeper, and Sylvia added a fiddle part to finish it up. That old piano you see in the shot was played by Hank during some of his sessions at Herzog. While talking to Tim about the project, he told me his dad has a collection of records from King, including Hank's album. This is exactly how we learn to love special pieces of music. It's through family, through friends, and through community. I hope you enjoy the song.
Jug of wine and a woman's life makes a life like mine. Oh, the day we met, I went astray. Just a lad, nearly 22, neither good nor bad, just a kid like you. But now I'm lost. The cost on the lost highway. Now boys don't stop to ramble round on this road of sin. Take my advice, or you curse the day you started rolling down that lost highway. You started rolling down.